The world of the youth, our era,
Mhm.
hmm, our generation is a very challenging one now.
Yeah, we need more than academic knowledge and academic education.
Exactly.
Very true.
Growing up, there were things that our parents would ask us, in order to give to us.
Yeah,
For example, maybe for birthday celebrations, for Christmas holidays, for even Easter, Charlie, your parents would literally ask you, "Oh, what do you want?" And then they'd literally get it for you. So it didn't matter, like, it could even be randomly, like maybe you've just been a well behaved child or excelling in one exam or the other, and they'd ask you, "What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?" And they would actually get us the parcels or gifts that we ask for.
yeah,
And in those times, we most of us probably just ask for cake or going to fancy restaurants to eat or shopping and so on and so forth. But the level we've gotten to, and the level we are still getting to, this youthful age, there are certain things that we as youths should have in mind to be asking our parents for now.
yeah.
Now, there are certain things we shouldn't be asking for, and there are certain things we should ask for.
Okay. So in today's discussion, we are going to be talking or having a brief, discussion about certain things or very essential and vital things we should be asking our parents for or
Exactly.
our guardians for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let me give an example.
Okay.
For example, now, instead of asking our parents for simply shopping for
Yeah.
clothes, we should be able to ask our parents for land.
Land. Okay. Can you go
Yes.
deeper into land?
You know, now, since time began, land has been an asset.
Okay. Yeah.
Land is an asset.
Mm-hmm.
And as time goes on, the price of land actually increases
Yeah.
year by year. I don't know if about months, but I know year by year, each year,
Yeah.
the
Yearly
price
it
of
has been
land actually
increased.
goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it increases. So it's an asset. If your parents had to buy a land for you or buy lands for you, basically just anywhere, even if it's half plot of land for you to manage, as the year goes on, the price
Okay.
keeps rising. So here's the place where you are actually benefiting from this land. Because it's not like the clothes that you wear and then outgrow, or they probably get tattered that you have to throw away. This is something that you can actually keep, and you know,
Okay. So I know something about land investment.
okay,
So
yes,
basically, it's
basically.
yeah. Let me just give maybe a short scenario or something. You
Mm,
can buy land today. Make sure you register the land. Like go through the
yeah.
right channels to
Oh
register the
yeah.
land and all of
They
that.
should,
Very
yes.
very
So asking
important.
them, yeah.
So having that, so I know some people just buy land and
Mm,
this is their investment into the land. They buy the land, register it and everything, and they wait for it to match. Like they wait for maybe to get. You see, the price of land will always increase,
increase,
right?
yes.
So it can increase to a certain amount. Maybe
Yeah.
that's their targeted amount, and from there, that's when they start to sell the land. That's land investment. So
Mm,
basically, waiting for the price of the land to mature to reach a
mm,
certain stage. So
yes.
the point, maybe if you have to sell it, you sell it, or if you want to now maybe utilize the land or use it for something, then you can use it. So that's
Yes.
so,
Yes.
so yes,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
mentioning
Thank
land
you.
is actually a very great investment or very
Investment
great
or a
plan
gift to
gift
us.
from your parents.
Yes.
Yes, very
Yes.
true.
So basically, ask your parents. Start asking your parents for land,
Yeah,
even if it's half plot of land, and they should put it in your name.
yeah,
Obviously.
yeah, because
So
it's
parents,
for your
yes.
future. Yeah,
Yes, it's
very
for
true.
you. You're
Yeah,
asking for. It's like the clothes. When they buy the clothes for you, they do not wear the clothes. You wear them. So
okay.
as they're buying the land for you, it should be in your name. They should
Yeah,
register it in your name and be wise. Be wise. See, be wise when you get this land.
yeah.
Be wise. Don't just do just anything on
Anything
the
with it.
land,
Yeah.
or don't. Sh- should I
So
say
you should have a
misuse
plan.
it?
You should have a
Have a
plan.
plan.
Yes.
If it's waiting for a few years for the price to, keep rising for you to sell it, fine. If you want to wait
Utilize.
for a while
Okay.
to be
Yeah.
able to utilize it in the future or something,
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Even if it's half plot of land, keep in mind, even if it's a half plot of land, it's
And
better than just asking for a
yeah,
cloth.
yeah. You shouldn't also be too focused on the location of the land.
Yes, yes,
It doesn't
actually.
really matter where the location will be.
Mhm.
Okay, it matters to some point, but then yes, you should realize that having it is better than not having it at
At
all,
all, yeah.
or not getting the specific place. Maybe you want it in East Legon and your parents don't have the money to buy
Yeah.
land at East Legon. It
But
doesn't
they may
matter.
have the money to buy it at Kaswa.
Yes, please accept it the way it is, because
Yes.
over time you are not looking at now the present, you are looking
Yes.
towards the future.
Exactly. Even
So
if
be
it's at
planning
Kaswa.
towards the future.
Yes. Even if it's
Yes.
at
Please,
Kaswa.
what is even if it's as Kaswa? Please, my Kaswa people out there, I'm supporting you. Don't worry. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So not just land.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to correct something. I
Okay.
used to think that cars were assets.
Wow.
So yes, I used to think that if your parents buy you cars, it's like a land. It's like buying a land.
Okay.
But little did I know I was so wrong.
Okay.
So I remember talking to my mom about this.
Yeah.
Comparing land and cars. And my mom told me something secret. I'm going to share with you guys. She said a car is never is never an asset. And I've
Mm-hmm.
actually come to realize it.
Okay.
Cars are actually a liability. They are
Okay.
liabilities.
Yeah.
You know how the price of a land goes higher and higher as time goes on, a year by year, no
Yeah.
matter how far gone you bought it.
Yeah.
With the car, the price does not go higher and higher.
Goes down.
It goes down.
Yeah.
And even with a car, instead of you to be benefiting and saving your money up, you're going to be wasting your money on just maintenance alone.
Yeah.
When you're going to the universities, most of us, our parents are buying us cars to go to the university so we can use it around and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But then it is not an asset.
Mm-hmm.
You can have, I'm not saying do not have a car or your parents shouldn't buy a car for you. No, 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 no. It's actually, I mean, who doesn't want a car? But then
Okay.
don't have in mind that it's an asset because it's actually a liability.
Mm-hmm.
Once the car, there's something maybe most people do not even know. Once a car moves out of the showroom, once you buy a car and it moves out of the showroom, the original price decreases,
By
it
a
depreciates
percentage. Yeah.
exactly by percentage. Most people actually don't know
So you
this.
can't bring it back. You can't take
Yes,
immediately you take a U-turn to bring it back, even if it's just
even if it's
a
cost,
few seconds ago,
even if this is the company and then this is the gates of the company, even if
and
it goes
it goes
out of
out
the
to
gate in
take a
front, right in front
U-turn.
of the gate, and you
Okay,
take a
yeah,
U-turn, the price is not going
never
to
going
go
to be
up.
the same. Yes, it's
Yes.
true.
So with a car, it's just a liability. I mean, it's cool and all to have a car and drive around, cruise and all that. But then it's a liability. It's not an
So
asset.
basically, what you're saying is we shouldn't don't be fixated on having a car, because
Yes.
first off, you are building your future. You are going
Mm.
into your future,
Yes.
so you have to do something that is going to help have like a very serious positive feedback into your life, if it's
Exactly.
financially or however. But
Exactly.
then, though
And
a car
you
is a
can.
liability,
Yes.
you some people use cars in very meaningful ways. Don't Because it's a liability doesn't mean you shouldn't have it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's okay to have it, but
yeah.
then don't. It shouldn't be something that you keep asking your parents
Yeah.
for.
So basically, we are saying if it's between a
A
car
car
and
and
a
a land.
land,
Ask your
the
parents for a
yes, for a
land,
land instead,
even if it's
because
half plot.
okay, yeah,
Better than asking for a car all the time
yes,
or asking for a car.
but then
Have a land before you
okay,
have a car.
you can have both
It's
too.
like
That's
it's like you can have both
yeah.
exactly. It's like you want it, maybe it's like there's a house and
Mm-hmm,
there's a car.
mm-hmm.
Your parents are asking you, do you want the car or you want the
I'll
house?
pick the house. I can sell it, and
Exactly.
then
Because
yes,
if you
over
pick the
time.
car, where are you going to sleep?
Yeah, yeah,
Where are you going
yeah.
to be doing your bathing, your eating, your cooking? Where? In the car? Okay, maybe if it's somebody will tell me that it
A
might be
trailer,
a
family
trailer or
van,
not
caravan.
even that one. What's the name of these cars? These cars that you can actually sleep in and the rest.
Yeah, that's the caravan,
Oh, okay,
family
okay,
van.
okay. Yes.
Yes.
Somebody might tell me that in those things you can actually cook and the rest. But actually, can you compare it to a house?
No.
So it's like that with the land and the car.
Okay.
So get the land and then get the car.
Okay.
Don't get a car before getting the land.
Yes.
No. So
Okay. Yeah.
request your parents. Ask them for land. Start asking them for land. Even if it's half plot, ask for it.
Because
The
it's for your
price will definitely go
at
up.
this point you should start looking forward to the future, because
Yes.
as you
Don't
said,
look just at the now.
you can't have a single stream of income. You need
Yes.
to have multiple
Multiple streams
sources
of
of
income.
income.
Yes. So
Yeah.
look at, is the car going to get you multiple sources of income?
Or multiple
Okay,
streams of income.
maybe because you'll be using it to drive around. But
Okay.
then compared to the land.
No, it can't.
Yes. Okay,
Okay.
let's look at something else.
Okay, so this is a technological era, right?
Yes.
Technology is what is propelling us, is what is going to technology is basically shaping our futures right now.
Yeah.
So
We are in the technology
don't
age.
think of your mobile phone, don't think of getting a good phone as a liability right now, because don't
Mm.
think of it as being like as a
Yeah, it's
luxury
it's no
right
more
now,
it's no
because
more a luxury.
right
It's
now
no more
it's an
just a luxury.
investment.
Mm.
Right now it's how would I even put this again?
Let me help you out.
Okay.
I mean, for most people, we just used to. I mean, most people, even now, even till now, people
Yeah.
just want maybe the latest iPhone or latest
Just
Samsung
for
just
calls
because,
and texting and
yes,
those
just
type of things
because
because they're flex.
it's a flex.
Okay, yeah,
Exactly. But then that shouldn't be the case.
yeah,
Even phones, we're in the technology age, like you said.
yeah.
Even phones can be assets now, not just liabilities. Because now that we are in the technological era or age, phones can help us to do things like network marketing,
Mm-hmm,
YouTubing, influencing,
mm-hmm.
and a whole lot.
Let
And
me
all
add up.
these,
There's forex trading. There's crypto.
exactly,
There
all
are
this, you
you.
can do this through phones, through good phones.
I
Let's
know
stress on
people who
that.
are researchers, like they're actually researchers, that's
Mm.
their jobs. But then their most the best tool they use for their jobs are their phones because the phone will give you access to certain information that you need. But then most people just don't know how to get that
Yeah,
information. You get what I'm
exactly,
saying?
exactly. Actually,
People, I know people who take online courses outside the country.
mm,
You can't be there in person, but take and you know the certificates and everything you are going to get is basically the same as actually being present there. So having a phone shouldn't be, you don't look at it as a
a
luxury or a flex
liability.
or a liability
Yes,
right now,
it shouldn't end
but
there.
look beyond the potential of what people are looking towards. You get what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
exactly.
Yeah,
So think of, how can I make this phone, this good phone? Let's
yeah,
let's stress on the good phone.
okay,
How can we make this phone an asset
yeah,
instead of a liability?
okay.
Because a
One more
phone
thing,
can be a
yeah.
liability, but it depends on
On you,
you.
depending on you.
Yes,
Okay.
it depends
Now,
on
when
you.
it comes to music videos, I'm
Mm,
actually stressing on the phone because right now it's very important.
yeah.
When it comes to music videos, I've really forgotten this person's name, but this person used to shoot music videos for celebrities, used to shoot skits for movies and all of this, all on a mobile phone. It was an iPhone, what? An iPhone 12. He does all his production, everything on a phone, and then maybe he invests in a little bit of camera for audio quality. But look at this, while most people are here playing video games on their phone and then wasting their time doing unnecessary stuff on their phone, somebody's actually okay. Playing video games is not bad because right now people get paid playing video
Yes,
games.
exactly.
But yeah, so basically look beyond that. You look beyond, the shallow things you can be doing with your phone, and then actually think of ways you can use your phone to make money.
Yes.
Yeah,
How you can make your phone an asset.
yeah.
Yes. Okay. What else can we even look at?
Um,
I think, yeah, not just phone.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So actually not just phones, but also you can ask your parents to help you get a savings account.
Savings account.
Yes, savings
Okay.
account. You know, and when they get a savings account, they can deposit some money inside, but then we'll come to that one later.
Yeah.
But then getting requesting for a savings account, they can, and when they are getting you the savings account, they can be able to buy you shares, they
Mhm.
can be able to get you treasury bills.
Okay.
Can you help me out?
Okay, so
Just
basically, well, if it's savings account is mostly for saving,
yes,
but then
exactly, for your
yeah, so saving
future.
money
Yeah.
and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard something about investment account. I'm not too sure about that. This one is, well, when you go to the banks, you actually ask on this how you can, get or like, acquire maybe investment plans, focus more on buying treasury bills or investing in treasury bills, bonds, shares, all of those kind of things. Yeah, so
Yes,
yeah,
yes, yes.
this is something
Bonds,
you should
treasury bills.
actually ask your
Yes,
parents or your guardians instead of
exactly.
asking for maybe let me not attack some people. So let me just put a hold to it. Yes, please.
Yes. So you can ask for things that are going to benefit your future, not just the now.
Yeah.
Not just. I mean, it's cool to go on vacations, to go for shopping, to go to fancy restaurants and all that. But then, how does that help your future?
Okay.
You get me? I mean, you can be able to brag that, oh, I've gone here, I've been here. But then, how is the benefit? What are you getting from it? What is your future? How is your future looking with all that? You know?
Another point.
Okay.
See, once you locate your passions, once you locate your talents, once you realize what you want to do, the best thing to do, this is another thing you should ask your parents, is ask them for things that is going to help you to develop on that. Develop on your passions, develop on all of these kinds of things. So if it's cooking, you ask them to, if they have to take you to school to learn to really, really cook well, maybe you already know
You
how to
don't
cook
even
well.
know. I mean, even if your mom, I mean, most people have moms. If you don't
Yeah,
have a mom, sorry, but then like when you have a mom, she cooks in the house
yeah,
definitely. Even if, or maybe you have a house help or a maid or something that cooks in the house,
yeah.
you could learn from
From them,
them.
yes.
Yes, you
And
could
then
learn from them.
when we are talking about learning from people too, let's say you have the potential to be a medical doctor. You know, you are yeah, you have gone to school and all of that, and your dad is a carpenter. Though
Yeah.
most of the times your parents be like, oh no, don't focus on these things. No, this is me now. Focus on what you're doing. Tell your parents that yes, I'm going to be a medical doctor, but I also want to learn carpentry.
Mm,
Because
okay.
even as a doctor, I'm going to sit
Yeah.
on a chair.
Yes,
Even as
yes,
a doctor,
yes,
I'm going to
yes.
use a table.
Table.
Yes. So I want to also learn what you have also, because you are the one who raised me up, you're the one who taught me everything. I want to learn
Mm.
your job and inculcate it into my life. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, actually,
Yeah,
that is actually smart.
very true.
Yes, yes. You know, not just parents, even your guardians, or maybe you have an elderly sibling or something.
Mhm.
Basically, just learn from them.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
instead of us, the guys maybe asking our parents for stuff that we know very well they are useless, they will not really help us in our future. We should focus more on these things and ask our parents for them. And then if you actually share your insight or your reason behind it, you will realize that your parents will actually be proud of you and will be willing to do it, even if they don't have the means to do it. They will actually strive to see and get you the things they need to get to you so that you can, develop and become the person you need to become. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I think we've actually said a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
basically.
always keep in mind that there shouldn't be only one source of income.
Income,
Like we
yeah.
said earlier,
Yeah.
have multiple sources of income.
Mhm.
Yes. Even if it's getting half plot of land, a full land, getting a phone and not using that phone as a liability but as an asset, savings account. Yeah, basically.
Learning from your parents, the jobs they do,
Exactly.
all of
Learning
that
from your
kind of stuff.
parents and
Yeah.
actually practicing and all of that.
Yeah.
Yes. So your parents or your guardians or even elderly siblings.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So that's actually going to close out today's video.
Yes. So
Yeah.
we hope you guys caught a lot from this.
And
We
actually put this to work. Ask your
yes.
parents for these kinds of things now. Start asking
Yes.
them.
You can try it. You can
Yes.
try it.
It's
You can
never too
try
late.
one. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So look at the future, not just the now.
Yeah.
Yes. I guess you said a lot.
Yeah. That's it for today.
So that's it for today, guys.
Like the
Thank you so
video
much for watching. Yes, like he said, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notifications to be notified anytime we
and
release a
and
new
share this
video.
to a friend who you think really needs to hear
Yes,
this.
not
Yeah.
just a friend, family, even
Family,
your own
everybody.
parents. Yes,
Yeah.
share to your parents that they see what's up. Yes,
Yeah.
and yeah.
That's it.
Thank you for watching.
Peace.